Alright, back for our second match with Blue-Red Storm. Our opponent has not allowed us to see our opening hand yet. How rude. Alright, this looks like a keep to me. We've got our best turn 2 play, we've got a couple dudes. Got a adequate number of lands. Opponent mulled to 6. Everything's coming up Austin. You scry to the bottom. Okay. A black land. So we get to test our mettle against a disruptive deck, perhaps. Green black. Alright. Upkeep grapple, interesting. Yep, playing against Jund Delirium, which I think should be a decent matchup. They don't have a ton of ways to interact. Certainly not game 1. Let's play the Crane. Find a Reservoir. Looks like he didn't get back anything with his grapple. Oh, I guess he got back the Evolving Wilds. That makes sense. Probably kept a land light hand. Alright, we do a Prism. Fire Shield, sure. I always attack for 1 with the Crane, even though it literally doesn't matter. Like, their life total just doesn't matter at all until you're dealing them 50. So, assuming they don't, gain 51 life or whatever. I guess we can't pressure its planeswalkers now, so that's something. Traversing with Delirium. Getting a Pilgrim's Eye. So that probably means he has something like a Distended Mindbender in his hand. Have to keep that in mind. Alright, so now the decision becomes... I'm definitely playing the Reservoir. And the question is, do I play out my spells now, or do I wait for a future turn? I think I'm going to play one of them right now. I guess if I play one, I'm going to play 2. The reason being we want to turn on the Inventor's Fair sooner. It's a difference of 1 life versus potentially going off next turn, so... Yeah, I think I'll wait. The life total doesn't matter terribly in this matchup. Missing out on 1 life point, essentially. Comes Pilgrim's Eye. The only important thing I have to worry about here is killing him before he gets to Emrakul, which looks like at the moment will be turn 8, but could be as early as turn 7. Which means I have to kill him either this turn or next, basically. Alright, Inspector was a good draw. Do I want to play it right now? Play it. I have 1 mana left over after the Puzzle Knot. Alternative is... that only matters if I draw another Puzzle Knot or a Prophetic Prism. So I think I want to play Puzzle Knot first because that would allow me to save the Inspector and potentially just crack my Puzzle Knot on my turn, or on his end step rather. It's only a difference of 1 mana, and I'd rather save this so I don't lose it to, Well, now that I think about it, maybe I want to just get it in play to protect it from Distended Mindbender. But I guess if he has the Mindbender, then he could just Kozilek's Return anyway, so... Alright, Glint Nest was an excellent draw. Let's grab a... Let's see, currently we're gaining 3-4 up to 29. This would get me up to 34, which is not close to where we want to be, so I'll just take another Puzzle Knot. Again, I have the decision of whether to run out these shields I think I'm gonna continue to save them. Try to go off all at once. Pass the turn. Looks like he is grappling here, or vesseling. Galvanic Bombardment. Alright, that's something to keep in mind. He's at 6 type, so he's not going to be able to cast Emrakul just yet. I guess he could Liliana his own Pilgrim's Eye, and then he'd be able to. Noxious Gearhulk. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Destroy a not useful Crane. And he's tapped out, which is awesome, so I think I'm going to go for the kill here. Or attempt to, at least. Drawing a few too many lands, which is unfortunate. So I can play Inspector, play Puzzle Knot, and I'm left with 2 mana, which is not a very useful amount of mana when you think about it. Well, don't have many options here. I guess the only other alternative is just to play Puzzle Knot first and hope to find a paradoxical outcome. But then if he Emrakuls me... I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna play Puzzle Knot first. Don't think we can go off this turn yet. Have to keep digging. Alright, well, slightly punished there. But now I'll just play Inspector. Play Puzzle Knot. Alright, well, we're getting close. Let's just run these all out. If we had one more spell, we might have been able to do something. But now we just hope we don't get Emrakuled or Wrathed. And now, basically, we're just looking for the outcome, and then we can win. Playing Chandra, interesting. What do you get back? Turns Ishkanah, that's fine. I have to take this, I think, even though I kind of need to get my life total high. Can't afford to lose my Inspector right now. If he's just playing Ishkanah. Alright, let's draw our paradoxical outcome and try to win. Gain some life. Didn't find it. So, what options do I have available to me? Crack Inventor's Fair for what exactly? Another Puzzle Knot, but that doesn't get me anywhere. Or rather a Prism, I suppose. It doesn't cost me life. I guess I'm just cracking one of my Puzzle Knots and hoping it's a paradoxical outcome. And we'll go from there. Not. So now I just pass the turn. End step, we'll crack another Puzzle Knot off of my Aether Hub. It's cracking Vessel, grabbing. Looks like just a land. Using Liliana again, probably just digging for Emrakul. Gets a Filigree Familiar. Still very much in this game, even though I feel like it is starting to slip away. Taking quite a bit more damage than I would have liked. So we're going to have to go for a full combo rather than just, you know, squeaking past the finish line to 50. Really need that outcome now. Yeah, I'm gonna take this, sadly. Familiar happens. They're familiar, that's fine. So let's go ahead and crack this. Another Inventor's Fair doesn't do anything for me. Frozen again. Oh, there it is. Okay, so looks like that's game because he's tapped out, so let's go ahead and play my shield, auto yield to this. Target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gain a million life. One more for good measure. And 50 to you. I will not redirect. Okay, so now this is a matchup I'm more interested in than the burn one, to be frank. This is where I'm more interested in these cards. Kind of playing a more grindy game once he has more targeted interaction with us. So let's see what we can make if we take all these in. I think we want to trim on some of these pieces, basically, because we have more win conditions now. Basically just trimming one of everything. Don't know if that's correct. It almost certainly isn't. What else? What else? Don't want to go too low. Maybe one more outcome. One bone saw. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't put a ton of thought into the sideboard, but just trying stuff out.